How the devil are we all? And I hope we've all had a lovely day, and I hope everybody is feeling absolutely dandy. And all you guys that have hopefully just arrived from Witchy Goth's fantastic live stream. Hello, my dear friends. Hope you're very, very well. How the devil are we all? It's so. All I will say is, I don't know if Witchy Goth is there. I just basically popped in. I actually was listening in, but you know, as I was basically, you could say, getting myself all sorted. I didn't really want to break my concentration while I was listening in, and also just making sure I was all sorted. Yes, I'm all online. That's fantastic. Cracking, absolutely. So I can shut this bit down and get myself all cooking on gas. Right. Let's have a look. See who's all in the chat. Hello, my friends. Hello, Badgers. Hello, Billy. How you devil are you doing, my good man? Good to see you. And we have give a massive thumbs up for my moderators. You know, good evening, Mad Monk. How the devil are you? Good to see you. Hope you're very, very well. And another one of my fantastic moderators, the man who never sleeps, Alistair Kerr. How the devil are you? Good to see you. Lovely to see you. Good evening. Good evening. Yes, you are early, John, are you? Hello, John Callaghan. How are you doing? You're in Hong Kong. Lovely. Hope the weather's nice there. Good to see you, my good man. And hello, Peter M. Hope you're well. Good to see you. Good to see. Hello, Ellie. I just caught your messages on Witchy Goth's live stream. As I say, I was listening in while I was getting myself all organised, and it was I would making sure I was getting everything all sorted, and in between doing the washing up, and so I'm pretty busy. But yeah, it was very, very good. She's very good, isn't she, Witchy Goth? Very, very good. Hopefully she does more of them. And we have, hello peeps, my lovely daughter. How the devil are you? Hope you enjoyed your lovely walk in the park with your brother. And then you got on the bike and went for an alpha lever on there. Yes. Another one of my fantastic moderators. Oh, how you doing, Joe? How you doing, my good man? Good to see you. It's all right. I was listening in on my phone while I was getting it all sorted, so it wouldn't have been a problem. But yeah, it was really, really enjoyable. She's really, really good. Actually, I enjoyed live stream with Reagan Late. That was really, really good. And somebody first live stream on YouTube. She's a natural. She's really, really good. So if you've not liked and subscribed to Witchy Goth's channel, please do. She's a natural. And let's. Hello, Counter Kev. Hello, Kev. Is it you who sent me that thing? I've got it. I'm in the middle of getting it all sorted. I was going to do it during this week, but I had a very busy weekend and things happened over the week, and that would be on my control. But I'll have it ready for my live stream. So cheers for that. If it were you, I'm sure it were you. But if it wasn't you, don't worry. I'm talking about somebody else. If it is you, you know what I'm on about. And hello, Richard Grumpy Git. How the devil are you? Good to see you. All right, I'll just go then. See you later, guys. No, I'm only kidding. Hello, Witchy Goth. Yes. Oh, no worries, no worries. Yeah, I was in listening. Yeah, totally agree with everything you were saying, and well done. You know, brilliant live stream. I'll say, I just made sure I were all sorted and finished me chores, or else my beloved would have given me the 1,000-yard Clint Eastwood stare, and my life wouldn't have been worth living if I hadn't have finished all my household chores. You could tell who's the man about this house, and I have my wife's permission to say so. That's for certain. But yeah, if you've not subscribed to Witchy Goth's channel, please do. Brilliant live stream. Hello, MH Carer. Hope you're well, my good friend. How the devil are you? And see who else. Hello, Tommy Lee Cadden. How the devil are you? Hope you're well. Hello, Simon says. How are you? Oh, that reminds me. How the devil are you, my good man? Also, another one I've just realised. I know Jow's got a channel. Please like and subscribe to his channel as well. He does some good stuff as well. So, hello, Alex Adam. How the devil are you? Good to see you. And hello, Kev Watts. Every time it just reminds me of Coronation Street. That name, Kev Watts. He always used to make me chuckle, you know, when he was married to Raquel, you know. She was the prize catcher of the street, and all he could talk about, you know, when the price of butter had gone up 5p in the supermarket or something. Those were the days, weren't they? I haven't watched Coronation Street for years. Probably not missing out either. Hello, Steve Benning. How the devil are you? Good to see you, my good man. How are you? And hello, Simon says 55. Hope you're well. Good to see you. And we have the real Prime Minister in our midst, not Keir Starmer or Max Headroom Starmer. No, we have the real Prime Minister, the one, the only, the respected Sir Larry the Cat. Please like and subscribe to his channel. He does all sorts of fantastic stuff. Hello, Diz. How the devil are you, my good man? Oh, sorry. I keep saying how the devil are you. For all I know, you could be a woman. I do apologise. It's just a figure of speech. How the devil are you? Hope you're very, very well. Yes, and hello, Francis Winrow. How are you? Hope you're very, very well. And yes, hello, Ellie Chaos. Good to see you. And I have a funny feeling everybody is all marked up in the register box. In the registration book, and we're pretty much raring to go. So how the devil are you, everyone? Hope everybody is very, very well. Well, you know what this is about. This is one of the things that I enjoy, because it's, in a funny way, it's one of the best ways to help with you know, stuff like your mental health is always, you know, good humour. Even it could be gallows humour. So this is what this channel is. Well, not this channel, basically this live stream's all about. Oh, I've also got a video ready for 6 o'clock tonight. This is a doozy. This is hilariously funny. It's all to do with Leicestershire County Council and a certain Dan Harrison. Absolutely hilarious. You'll fall about in hysterics laughing. And it's like, I've done my own little humorous take on it, and very, very funny. But yeah, this is where we take a bit of a break from you know, all the serious stuff. You're gonna have all that through with either stuff with Ed Thompson. He'll have his serious stuff, and then you'll have people like Max later on, and then you'll have probably politics, social. But this is just the silly stuff where we just take a few weeks, just a few hours, should I say, where we just have a bit of gallows humour and a bit of a good giggle. And because one thing I've learnt is and I always live by the mantra, you know, we cannot control what happens in the outside world. We cannot control what's going on. The only space we can control is a space between the skin and bones, and it's up here that's driving the engine. And so how I deal with the absolute nonsense we have to deal with is just through laughter. And we have a bit of a good giggle with the utter nonsense that's happening around the world, as you all know, because most of you are pretty much regulars, and that's basically for new people who have just started. But anyway, I'll give less of my flapping my gums and talking utter tosh. We will get to a great example where we will basically show what this is about. Now we've all heard what's been happening over in America, where the United States President, our Mango Mussolini, has declared war on his own country, and now they have started a U.S. Army propaganda advertisement for get people. All the yokels, you know, those from the dingaling states, to fight against American cities. And also, you've got to remember that fatties can stay at home.
Your great-grandfather fought Hitler. Your grandfather fought the communists. And now you'll be called upon to take on America's greatest enemy, Portland. If you're a tough young man with 0% body fat, the U.S. Army wants to shave you clean. Then we'll fly you to hostile lands like New York and Chicago, where you'll defend America from people who make fun of our president. Your pappy fought German panzers. You'll fight this guy, that lady who won't move her car, and anyone with a nose ring. When history calls, you will send it to voicemail, because you're shaving. While you wait for Antifa, you'll keep busy by picking up trash. Then clear out a homeless camp, another homeless camp, and then clear out the first one again. Then a quick cleanup shave and back to your post. Wait, did you get your neck? Quick shave and we're back. Do you have what it takes to defeat hordes of demonic agents of chaos? Then join the Department of War today. Strength, honor, integrity, no fatties. Because we want you. Shave that man!
Yes, strength, war, and this and that, and I have no idea what's happened there. I'm clearly having problems with my audio because it's done it to me again, and I have no idea what's happening. No idea what's happening here. Yes, you can hear that,
Your
but I can't.
great-grandfather fought
This is
Hitler.
going to be a bit
Your
of a
grandfather fought the communists. And now you'll be called upon to take on America's greatest enemy, Portland. If you're a tough young man with 0% body fat, the U.S.
I think I've worked out what the problem is. Yes, I think I've got a dodgy line on this. I think that's the problem. Right, I might have to find other ways around that. Right. Oh, but that's for another day. That's for another day. We'll get by that. We'll get round that. No worries. I think, because what I have a bit of a thing where you plug it into your USB port, where it gives you at least 2 or 3 other USB ports to use, and for some strange reason, I think I have a dodgy wire in it. It happened last week, didn't it? But you know, we'll work round it this week. I have a general idea what's the problem now, so not a problem. Anyway, but yes, no fatties. So if you've joined the US Army now, you'll be fighting against people on bikes delivering food. You'll be fighting people with nose rings, and you'll be fighting women who's parked the car in the middle of the road. All because these people have the absolute nerve to take the rise out of the Mango Mussolini. Yeah. Will Trump tariff Norway? Yeah, all I will say is that your guess will be as good as mine. Nobody knows what goes through that mind. He changes his mind more times than he changes his underpants, don't he? Let's be honest, he does. So nobody knows. I've no idea if Ed Thompson is in here, but yeah. I watched the one where he was talking about those clowns who were in their infinite wisdom. They decided to go to someone else's street and put up bunting on their street, not their own. They hired a van to take all this bunting to somebody else's street, but not their own. And then, can you imagine that thought process? You know, you're married to a complete bell tap who, you know, you've done your shift wherever, and while you're there, she's getting messages that said, "Have you seen what your Dave has done?" And so that, oh, what the fuck's he done now? She looks at all the TikTok and all the social media posts that he's painted their house in the Union Jack and just devalued the rest of the houses on the street. You just couldn't make this shit up, could you? What else? So yeah, but yeah, I like he does really well. And that one did quite well for him, so quite pleased. Yes, misgender and it's anti-woke. Yes, totally agree. Yes. If Trump tariffs Norway, they will say, then we will remove our investment in your economy, and maybe one or two American banks will crash, and he would support Norway too. I bet they would as well. Or unless they might be thinking, well, what about Ukraine if they do that? So I don't know how interesting. That would be a very, very interesting situation, wouldn't it? Trump will do jack shit, and Jack left town. You bet you. Hello, cousin. It. How you the devil are you? Was it you who sent me that little boing boing Friday Frolic? I managed to get it all downloaded. I haven't got it all sorted, but I certainly will have it ready for next week. So yes. Yes, she was funny, wasn't she? I had are you going to enjoy this next one? Comes out at 6 o'clock. So tonight, I managed to get it ready for today. She was brilliant. Somebody put down on there saying that clearly she doesn't have much of a poker face. Oh, it was just hilarious. I have to say, some of them council meetings I've seen, absolutely hilarious. Hello, Saz. How the devil are you? Hope you're very, very well. Good to see you. Yeah. You're putting the finishing touch on the latest episode of the Shady Bunch. you plug away. Don't worry about it. If it helps get you some views, more the merrier. Merrier. Yes. Absolutely. Yes, this is the sensible news channel. Yes, totally agree. Thank you, Witchigoth. Yes. Thank you very much. Yes. I wonder. Yeah, see, yes, I can just imagine it, you know. The president, the Nobel Prize winner, I've forgotten her name now, and I'm not even going to try and get me Yorkshire teeth around her name. And who? Don't know her, sounds foreign, illegal. I bet she's an illegal alien. Any chance of getting ICE to deport her to El Salvador? Disgrace. Don't know who she is. I bet she's done nothing compared to what I've done. I've stopped 16 illegal wars this week. Yeah. If I try and do that, John Callahan, I would fall on the floor. If anybody's seen me walk, I'm shocking. Yes. Yeah, the Dingaling states, yeah, where people are called things like Billy Bond, Billy Jim, and Tommy Lee. Yes. Yes, Antifa fought the Nazis, but we'll get to Portland later on. Don't you worry about that. Because we'll see some of these hardened criminals that have been roaming the streets, causing absolute mayhem. Apparently, back in the 70s and 80s, Portland was where all punks from LA went down. There was too much heat in LA, according to Henry Rollins from Black Flag. Jesus Christ. So he will tariff Norway, and then the world will laugh at him again. Then he'll work out their involvement in the US economy, then flip-flop back with some bollocks excuse. He probably would. It wouldn't surprise me. Yes, in my hand I have a piece of paper which says, "Sir, you're the greatest president that America has ever seen. Thank you." Hello, Gordon. How the devil are you, my good man? Hope you're very, very well. Yes. Yes, I'm a terrible shill. I am. I'm a terrible shill. Well, thank you. If it weren't for the likes of Mad Monk, you know, and Joe and Alice, I'd be speaking to nobody. Yeah, but yeah, thank you very much, Mad Monk. Much appreciated. Oh dear, yes. Yes. Yeah. Price is an absolute maniac. I've heard some little whispers here and there. It's because I think they've given the Nobel Peace Prize to some maniacs before anyway, so I'm just wondering, it might be nothing new. So for me, Nobel Peace Prize, it's just meh. That you can easily do away with them, you know, like the OBEs and stuff like that. They just seem to sound like jobs for the boys, if you know what I mean. But yes. She actually like spoiled Brett in the commission hearing. Oh, interesting. Oh, Blonde Bondi. Yes, I did hear about that. Yes. Might have a little look on it, so because I'm sure there'll be bits of material I could have a bit of a good laugh with. See if I can find some stuff. But anyway, less of me flapping my gums, but all I will say is, I think we all know the real reason why he's declaring war on Portland, shutting down the government, and doing his absolute level best to, well, it's basically for one reason, and for one reason only. And it's because for a certain individual, for a certain thing that's happened, and I think we will do it in the art of song. Get candles out there.
Epstein Files, Epstein Files. Please expose them completely.
Come on.
40 miles out of style. Now you're coming off weakly. What's in them so heinous you can't show? Prove you're no transgressor. Epstein Files, Epstein Files. Yes, they'll haunt you forever.
We have some sways in the chat. Everybody get swaying.
Epstein Files, Epstein
File. I'm not going to try and hit that note.
Coming off weakly. What's in there so heinous you can show? Prove you're no transgressor. Epstein Files, Epstein Files. They may haunt you forever.
Yes, we all know the reason why he's done that. Yes, we all know why. Yes. Yes, that's only reason why he's. Yes, exactly. Me, you've already me, absolutely. Hello, David Trainer, hope you well. How the devil are you? Yes. But, yes. Edelweiss never sounded so good. Yes, totally agree. Please, I want to know bondage. Mertrin. Yes. Hello, Scott. How the devil are you? I hope you're very, very well. Yes. Pam Bondi is older than me. Jesus Christ. Wow. My God. Is Rudy sweating? I think you mean Rudy Giuliani. It won't surprise me. Is that true? Oh, wow. You learn something new every day. Pam Bondi, Adolf had a dog called Blondie. Woof. Yes. Yes. Plenty of swaying in the chat there. She's had work. Yeah, I'd probably go along with that. Yes. The Mysterious. Don Santana is a great Mayhem albums. Send it to those white Christian nationalists of the USA. They will love it. Something tells me you are being sarcastic there, Joe. Oh dear. But yes. But anyway, yes. All that stuff that he's been doing basically to, trying his desperate attempt to get everybody to forget about the Epstein files. closing down the government in his desperate attempt to make sure they don't come out. I've forgotten the name of that guy who won't anoint that Democratic senator, because that will mean that that will be an extra signature demanding that the Epstein files will be released. Wow. Unbelievable. Yes. What we have here now, let's just say, who we have now is basically very much a staple diet of the Friday Frolic, where she's very much part of the furniture and fittings of our show. Is this fantastic young lady who's very, very funny, where she does a couple of impressions, and she does a very, very good impression of a certain Christy Gnomes. Yes, it's the one, the only, our Maggie Reed. Let's just say she has an excellent impression of Christy Gnomes. Take it away, the one and only Maggie Reed.
Hi, I'm Secretary of Homeland Security, 54-year-old pigtail wearer, cosplay queen, and occasional puppy shooter Christy Gnome, now with more hair. Now, you may have heard that some people are accusing me of injecting political favoritism into FEMA, which is hilarious, because if you know me, FEMA is not the only thing I'm injecting. Yeah, that's good right there. Perfect, that's the good stuff. Yes, I diverted $11 million of FEMA funds to rebuild a pier in Naples, Florida for one of my wealthy donors. But let's be honest, the whole point of having money and power is to abuse it. Okay, everyone in the Trump administration does it. So lay off me, unless you are my secret alleged boyfriend, Corey Lewandowski. And in that case, lay on me. And if you've got a problem with how I'm handling FEMA, here's my suggestion. Take a number. Go wait by the phone, because I won't be calling you, okay? You should just pull yourself up by your poor people bootstraps. And listen, I wear a lot of hats. I don't really know what's going on all the time. And look, nobody's even here anyways. I've practically laid off everybody in FEMA. FEMA now stands for Favors, Entitlements, Money for Allies. So you guys can just go wait for your little sandbags somewhere else. Hey, sandbags. That's a great idea. I'm gonna get me a couple of those. Thanks, FEMA. All right, Christian, I'm out.
I have to say, it's the very first. That's. I've never heard anybody say in a nightclub, "Hey, love, can I have a look at your sandbags?" That's funny. It made me chuckle. She's brilliant, is Maggie Reed. She's absolutely. Hello, Joseph O'Connor. How the devil are you? Love your video on George Finch and the reaction of the woman next to him, who is the chief executive of Warwickshire County Council. Priceless. Yes, I thought she's clearly nothing to do with what they call him, with Deform, and yes, and I didn't notice it until, because I was basically going through getting it all sorted, and I watched it again, and I, as I was sort of like getting it all over, I fell on the floor laughing. She certainly doesn't have a poker face. Can you imagine her facial expressions when she's got a winning hand? She might as well just lay it on the table straight away, hasn't she? But yes. Yes, I totally agree. I found out Farage didn't win the Nobel Peace Prize. What a shocker. And let's have a... Hello, my good friend. How the devil are you? From sunny Wales. How are you? Hope you're well. Where's Rachel from accounting? I've got a little something that's about her. Very, very funny. Yes, yeah, so I've heard. Yes, she does get rather handsy in cinemas. I heard Kristen. I honestly thought she was called Christy Knob. Yes. Oh dear. Oh. But yes. But yes. There'll be one or two more from Maggie Reed. Absolute priceless. As she says, she's part of the furniture and fittings. I love her impressions of some of the administration, especially Christine Holmes. She's absolutely hilarious. But one thing's for definite for certain is the fact that the one thing that gave us great satisfaction, I know it's not. I know it wasn't last week. I think it was just a little bit week before, but I didn't quite get there in time to basically play it. But the one thing that I did enjoy, and I think the rest of the country, not just the country, but also the rest of Europe, and after we went to America's backyard and beat them at a certain thing called golf, and certain Sammy McIlroy. That's a ex-footballer in it. What am I on about? Yes, but you know, young McIlroy here. Get a load of tell I don't watch golf, but yes, they had to do it in their own way. Let them know that what a set of tossers they are. A certain president is.
Are you watching? Are you watching? Are you watching? Are you watching Donald Trump? Are you watching Donald Trump?
I just had to show that bit because it was just. But even if you didn't watch golf, had no interest in golf, as soon as you saw that, everybody in the UK and the Europe, absolute fantastic satisfaction. Absolute satisfaction. I wasn't going to play it last week, but I just ran out of time. But, you know, I thought, well, I'll save it because we've got to show a bit of satisfaction. But anyway. And I also had this one because save this one for my daughter, because the one thing my daughter always loves is giving a choice between a non-furry animal, non-furry human, or a non-furry animal or a furry animal, I suppose you could say. Or the difference, if you're given a choice between a human and a furry animal, the furry animal always gets it. It's got to be ultimate cuteness. So I did manage to keep hold of this. So, because one thing our youngest son, he always loves to dance. So it was a bit of a mixture too. So I thought this one would make my daughter not only chuckle, but it will also make you go, oh. It's where a human teaches a dog how to dance. Take it away. Go on, get boogieing. Yep, really there. All I will say is I would never try this because I would definitely fall over. Hey, 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 hey. Yes, I just thought I'd save that for my daughter because I know one thing she loves is cuteness overload and doggies doing funny things. And I also like to, change things up for now and again. That's the way I am. I've just heard my daughter go, oh. Yes. But anyway. My God, 40 people watching. Oh, not done bad then, have I? It's not bad there. I haven't done bad. Looks like she will invite. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Blondie looks like she will invite you for tea and you wake up chained to the in the basement. Yeah, I bet so. Lonnie down here, the golfer. I think you're taking the mickey out of me. Isn't it, Kev? Counter Kev. Yes. Exactly. Super furry animals. Exactly. Totally agree. Doggies all the way. Doggies all the way. These are some furry humans. Yes. I was like... she was a definitive glamorous... What? Hello, Steve. Been enough you well. But yes, my friend Isabel became a grandmother at the age of 34. She was the definitive glamorous granny. My God. And then they both went for a shit. Yes. Dropped a massive walnut whip. Yeah, I can imagine that a bit. Yeah, ketchup would have flown. That's for certain. Yes. Absolutely, doggies all the way. Totally agree. And the thing is, they never let you down, do they? Love you unconditionally. Yes, so I managed to save them for... Right. Let's get cracking. Now, as we said, that the US Army they've basically managed to basically, you could say, declare war on themselves. So shall we have a look at these absolute disgraceful, horrendous terrorists that are absolutely causing absolute carnage? Shall we have a look? Yes, we'll do it this way. Yes, spare. Yes. Now get ready. Because for absolute disgraceful scenes of violence and clearly Donald Trump is right that he needs to clear the streets of Antifa and disgraceful terrorists. Take it away. Look at them. Look at them, causing absolute chaos and mayhem. Look at them. I was a bit of a Motley Crue fan in the day. Look at them, causing absolute mayhem. Disgraceful behaviour. Wouldn't have happened in our day, would it, guys? And look at this absolute reprobate. Look at the state of that. Yes, he even had the disgraceful behaviour to go dressed up as Nigel Farage. Look at him. Come on, get boogie. Go on, Nigel. Look at him. Causing mass carnage in Portland. Disgraceful. Look at him. Thing dressed up in disgraceful behaviour. Yes, he even had the audacity to go dressed up as Nigel Farage. Nigel Farage will not be happy, will he? But anyway, I would say that is some top trolling. But when it comes to ice, there is nobody who's a better top troller than this guy. Yes, I think you know who we're talking about. Yes, the one, the only Robbie Road Steamer. Take it away, top ice troller. This is priceless. Go on, get your lighters out there. This will tug at your heartstrings.
Why is there no smiles? Doesn't anybody like the Who?
Oh, just said it was a good song.
Yeah, it's a hit song. But we're doing some sad ones right now. Oh, look at the size of this guy's Super Soaker radio. That's beautiful. Hell yeah. All around me are ice agents. Hate all races except white faces. Bright and early to catch brown people. No expression, just regression. The tear gas going up their asses. No expression, no expression. No expression, just regression. Hide my face, I wanna drown my sorrow. If you are brown skin, you're going to prison. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad, that ICE makes more money than all our veterans. I find it hard to tell you about. Why is there no smiles? Doesn't anybody like the Who?
Trust me, spoiler.
It was a good song.
Yeah, it's a hit song. But we're doing some sad ones right now. Oh, look at the size of this guy's Super Soaker radio. That's beautiful. Hell yeah. All around me are ice agents. Hate all races except white faces. Bright and early to catch brown people. No expression, just regression. The tear gas going up their asses. No expression, no expression. No expression, just regression. Hide my face, I wanna drown my sorrow. If you are brown skin, you're going to prison. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad that ICE makes more money than all our veterans. I find it hard to tell you, I find it kind of sad that we spend more on ICE. There he is, there's the ICE agent, ready to bust some brown people. Let's get them all rounded up. With their head up the tube. It's a very, very MAGA world. MAGA world. What's that guy doing in the van over there? That's an ICE van. This is all Broadview, man, so we can't. Should we go over there? Oh, that's a real ICE van, though, right there. Hell yeah.
Yes, the legend that is our Robbie Rose. I do apologise. Trust me to fuck it up. Never mind. Still more professional than KGB's. I love it when he goes and look at the size of that guy's super soaker. That is hilarious. He is just an utter legend, isn't he? Clearly, I think we found who our leader of Antifa is. It's the one, the only Robbie Rose Steamer. Yes. And I said, looking at people. Yes. No video. They're telling me no video. Practically my daughter saying, "Oh, dickhead, Dad. No video. Get it sorted." I do apologise. What an idiot I am sometimes. Oh yeah, Marjorie, I love you. I'm fine. Yeah, that is funny. I've seen him trolling her horse legs. That is funny. Yes, exactly. Oh dear. But like, yes, absolutely. Kanak iced it. Brilliant. But like that, I have to say, I just love the trolley. They going up in their fancy dress. It's just brilliant. Absolutely top draw. Just really. It was. It was all about the order. All now. Yes. Yes. You could definitely tell how Robbie Rose Samer, he clearly, he first started his singing in the choir at a very young age, didn't he? He clearly had the voice for the choir. I'll just put it in the chat for you. I'll have to have a look. Right, see if I can find it. Okay, we have. I had an uncle like this. That explains a lot. Are you insinuating you're related to Robbie Ross? Ciao. Well, if that's the case, get us a guest get him to appear on this show on a Friday. Elvis was the original Antifa lead. Yes. And clearly our Robbie Rose Samer, he's now taken over the mantra. And he better watch himself, because by the looks of it, ICE is watching him. Ah, right. The no videoed. Right. See if I can find it. See if I can find it. Right. Uh, uh, I s- there's a lot of chat here, so but I have a feeling I might have missed it. I might have missed it. I do apologise, my friend. But I'll see if I can. I'll tell you what. I'll see if I can find it again. While you're watching. While you're watching this. This hilarious.
Hi, I'm Secretary of Homeland Security.
That really helps. Yeah, I've destroyed that one. I was just going to get it all sorted, but never mind. Ah, well, never mind. What we'll do is we'll just head straight. Yes. Yes, this is Maggie Reed. But, well, this is brilliantly funny. Well, she dresses up as the pigtail wearing Christy Gnomes, where in Portland, the imaginary war zone. This is just priceless. She just sums it up brilliantly.
Hi, I'm Secretary of Homeland Security. Cosplay Botox Ice Barbie and Puppy Shooter Christy Gnome. And as you can see, I'm here in the war zone of Portland on top of our ice facility roof. I like to come up here so I can do surveillance on the Antifa. Check them out. Those are some bad hombres and uno pollo. And of course, we want these people to have the right to assembly and free speech as long as they do it non-violently. But they are so uneducated and uninformed. And don't let them fool you. They are dangerous and violent. You should see this place at night.
One hop this time. One hop this time.
Look
Right
at
foot,
him.
2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps.
Portland's
Slide
gone
the
to
left.
bedlam.
Down here, I also like to come up here to eat my lunch and to poop and to pee because Antifa has taken over all of the restaurants and bathrooms in Portland. But as I always say, gnome shame, gnome gain. And just pray that I make it out of here alive. Christy Gnome out.
Yes, look at them. Clearly out to cause trouble, aren't they? I get you now, Joe. I do apologise. Yes, it's Crispy Knob again. Quite rightly, yes. Yes, yeah, I get that. I realise now. I do apologise. I'm an idiot, man. I do apologise. Is it a chili dog? Yes. 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 Political chat for MAGA, because 3-word slogans, we crash grinder. You'll generally find, from what I've been seeing, you know, especially over there, you know, if you're absolutely, you know, if you're an absolute rabid homophobe, you generally find that you've probably spent more time on Grindr than anybody who who is gay or isn't homophobe. And you just say, you know, say the TikTok or chat is full of homophobic slurs, and then they get caught picking up some rent boy or something like that, or something. Mental art, isn't it? It's a mental world we live in, so yeah, I totally agree. It's no worries, Joe. Forget about it, you know, my fault than anybody else's. So, but anyway, yes, that was the pigtail, Homeland Security pigtail wearing Christy Gnome. She does her brilliantly. She's yeah, exactly. Yeah. Antifa Provo. I know I stand with. Yes, I'm. Hello, Mark, and welcome to my show. Just don't worry about it. Did people watch the Noble announcement? It was such a slap in the face to Trump and Farage. I loved it. Yes. Now, from what I've been hearing about her, she's a bit dotty as well. From what I've been hearing all sorts of stuff. So, but let's be honest. If he had have won it, we would have never heard the end of it, would we? Yes, so I didn't actually. I heard about it this morning. So, and yes, hello, Phil Nelson. Hope you're well. And maybe middle ground or maybe loofah. Yes, absolutely. Yes, it's 6 o'clock already. I have to say, it's one thing I always enjoy about doing this on a Friday. A couple of hours, and a couple of hours just fly by for me because it's where I just let my hair down. I don't have to basically talk about stuff that's gonna get everybody hyped, worried, and all that. We just basically just have a good giggle because we all know in this world, especially we're living in interesting times, and what will be, and no we can do about it. But if we have a couple of hours of a good laugh and we've enjoyed each other's company, then it's all been worth it for me. Hello, Ben Shaw. How are you, my good man? I hope you're very, very well. Yes. Ooh. Going to have some yummy fruits in a bowl with yogurt. Oh, I should proper. My daughter's proper getting into eating her fruit. Loves it. And doing all the good habits as well. Eating healthily as well, which is good to see. And keep up the good work. Yeah, you do right, Gordon. Let your hair down. Just like that's what I do on a Friday. That's why I don't bother really go doing a right lot of stuff on a weekend because I'd like to prefer that to be my me time. Because when it comes to producing content and getting it all sorted, it takes a lot of time and effort. And it's a case of even I need a bit of a break. I can sit down, pick up my guitar, do whatever, practice scales or whatever while I'm watching something. But I don't really try and produce out because I need a bit of a break. As like when it comes to stuff like this, it always reminds me of what I do at the weekend. I just chill out and basically watch silly stuff like this.
Hey, look, I know you're sorry for what you did, and I'm sorry for barking at you, but just remember, man, next time you chew up one of these shoes, let them know you did it. I got in trouble for that, okay? I love you. You know what I'm saying? You're my brother. Cheer up. Let's go. I just pooped in the kitchen, bro. We gotta go.
Wake up.
Okay,
Get up.
I'm up.
Get up.
Stop.
Get up.
Stop.
Get up.
Stop! I told you stop.
You told me to wake you up, though.
But you ain't have to hit me. Hey, dog, can you watch your tail, man? Your tail. Hey, man, your tail, man. It's going crazy, man. You know what's out there, man? Oh, to bite your leg off of that, man. No. Look, I told you stop looking at me. I'm not playing with you. Ow! Ooh. Ooh. I'm not vicious. You know you always mess with me. I'm not vicious. Stop. So you supposed to be my new brother. Huh? I really want to bite you right now, but they seem to love you. They told me to show you around, so I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you this ass whooping. I'm gonna whoop you if you don't get out this house. It's foul. And then he tried to run away and he dropped his ball, bro. All right, I'm gonna go to the room and count to 3. You hide.
Okay. Oh, you too stupid to find me right here.
1, 2, 3. Here I come. You under this blanket, ain't you?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Brilliant. So that's what I always enjoy. No. Is that right, Billy? Is that right? Yes. Are you looking like... have you even got the big golden teeth as well? Doing the fruit yogurt thing. It's a tin of fruit cocktail, but it counts. It most certainly does. It's like so the thing is, I were doing like that, you know. This it's probably more healthy if you throw away the syrup. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll suck the golden syrup as well, so it probably won't become a waste of time for me. I certainly did. Yeah, 6 o'clock. Yes. Did you say 6? 6 and did you say o'clock? I certainly did. Well, I hope I did. Hello, Sonic. How the devil are you, my good friend? I hope you're well. Just dropping in quickly as I can't stay long. Oh, don't worry about it. It's just good to see you and hope you have a lovely weekend. So, not a problem. Another one for Bama. That would make Trump explode. Won't it just? Yes, now won't it just? I bet his head would double explode if they give it to Kamabla. Just to troll him. Proper wind him up. Oh. Or maybe even better, give it to his wife. Just to really make his head explode and steam come out of his ears. Exactly, Sonic. Happy Trump disappointment. Yes. Oh, you're having fruit cocktail as well. Ooh. Sliced peaches. Taylor's having the freedoms of the peaches. Oh, yes, PM. That's even better. I want it to AOC. Yes. That'll be even top trolling as well. Hello, Eric Davis. I hope you're well. How are you? I didn't know you had musical yes. Yes. Well, I did take guitar lessons, if that helps. I was all right, but no, not really to write home about. But yes, that would be funny. Yes, award it to AOC. And if you really want to be spiteful, just for laughs, give it to Stephen Miller, just to really rub him. I know it probably won't be the best idea, but, you know, just to really wind him up. No, probably Stephen Miller, probably just give him any... Well, anyway, As I say, it's, my God, 10 past 8, 10 past 6, 10 past 8. I can't even tell the time now. Another one of our staple diet. Who always gives us great laughs. Yes, it's the one, the only, the fantastic and hilariously funny Lysandra Vasquez as Caroline Levitt's 7th of October media briefing interpretation. And that's an impressive cross, isn't it? Look at that. As the real Caroline Levitt tries to get her cross to be smaller, she goes the opposite. Can you imagine if, let's just say for argument's sake, Caroline, the real one, decides, sod it, I'm just going to go for it large and come out with a massive cross. How big do you think Lysandra Vasquez's cross would be, just for giggles? But anyway, this is her interpretation of the 7th of October media briefing. Hilarious.
Under President Donald J. Trump and under the Republican leadership, we have made this country safer. We have proven, and I will show you this. In this graph here, as you can see, illegal crossings. Do you see where they are right now? Up here, that's under Joe Biden, all right? This, President Donald J. Trump. This basically kind of looks like a Christmas tree, to be honest with you. That's where they found Kevin McAllister in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, Rockefeller Center. The point is that because of President Donald J. Trump, we are better off, and that's why you should all, Democrats, hello, everyone here, fake news, listen, stop the smear campaign, okay? We need to reopen the government, and if they know better, they'll vote to reopen the government. Caitlin, what?
Why do you need to lay off government employees if it's never been done during a shutdown, especially President Trump's?
Well, okay. Well, first of all, okay, that's because we are $37 trillion in debt, and someone has to be good stewards of the taxpayer dollars, okay? There's just certain things that we're already, people are going without pay. I mean, not President Donald J. Trump, but he donates his salary. So it's basically like he's going without pay. And all of a sudden, oh, you guys are interested in the golf and stuff like that? Well, the ballroom, that was already been cleared. That's from a different budget. You people are disgusting. And you just want everything to be blamed on President Donald J. Trump. I see you, Washington Post. But in other...
Can I have some Washington Post in the chat, please?
News, really great news. Kash Patel is also bringing justice to those traitors that knelt. He fired those officers that knelt during the George Floyd protests in 2020. He looked at them and he said, hey, you're fired. So, cleaning house. No one's above the law.
That was funny. I've got to get that picture. Look at them eyes.
You're fired.
Cleaning. Oh, see if I can get that. Yes. Look at them eyes. Look at them eyes. one of the best lines I've ever heard. He's got 60-minute eyes because it takes you that long to look him straight between. That is funny. She is hilarious. I have to say, I can imagine how much time and effort it takes for her to put that makeup on and sew out that cross. Lysandra Vasquez, we salute you. She is funny. Absolutely hilarious. Yes. I was trying to think there was somebody who they'd given it to and it didn't go down very well. Yeah, Henry Kissinger, yes, for a second time. That's just hilarious. Yes. Yes, Joe, she has. She's crossed the line. Sliced peaches and fruit cocktail with a prune Activia yogurt. Oh my days, it's so good. What's even better? Furry doggies or your sliced peaches and fruit cocktail with a prune Activia yogurt. Hello, Richard Souls. How are you doing, my good man? I hope you're well. Exactly. KKK Caroline. Yes. Happy birthday, my good man. Oh, happy belated birthday. Hope you had a lovely day. It was actually... Do you know, you share a birthday with my wife. My wife was born on the 7th of October as well. My wife, she turned 21. Honest. Isn't that right, my lovely daughter? I think she does all sorts, if I'm honest, Counter Kev. I think she does. Smells. Yeah, Kevin from Home Alone. Yes, I think she's watched it about how many times? About 50,000 times. Yes, exactly. Washington Post. Yes. Yeah, totally agree. Daniel Sanford. How are you, my good friend? Hope you well. She's brilliant. Hilariously funny. Always makes me chuckle. Yes. Yes. Washington Post. She has Ackerman in her cross. Is that a Vance reference? I've got a bit of a belter with the JD pants later on. Just to see Mrs. Persistent, she's got to 30 and decided to... Yes. Hello, Paul McSwain. Hope you're well. Some breaking news for you that's not been reported yet, but the grapevine say that the president of China has had a second stroke. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, nobody likes to see anybody in strife, but wow. Belated birthday to you, Mrs. Tell her I said your husband did. Oh, thank you. Thank you. She might actually be watching in, so hopefully she'll be listening. To be honest, my wife calls me loads of things, and some of them are quite unrepeatable. I'll probably have me, if I did, I'd probably have my channel taken down. But thank you. I certainly will. Tell her that. Yes. Yes. As you can tell with my boyish, youthful good looks, I'm 23. Again. Instead of JD Pants, I would call him JD Couch. As I say, I've got a bit of a belter about him later. But yeah, that is a legend, that is. Lysandra Vasquez, she is utterly brilliant. She makes me giggle away. I know it's a bit heavy with this this young lady. I think this is the last one, but I had to produce it because she does some fantastic, wonderful, brilliant material. But like, was it this week where you could say that while the government has been shut down, What did they decide? What did the administration decide to do? But they're hard at work, making making the government work for the people. Or did they have another circle of jerks in a circle jerk cabinet? Yes, you can get. Yes, it was a meeting this Thursday. How do you think it went? Take it away, Maggie Reed.
Donald, Christian over here. You're having another cabinet meeting this coming Thursday. Is it going to be another circle of jerks in a circle jerk?
I don't know. I can't tell you that.
Come on, we all saw the circle jerk last cabinet meeting. Don't be modest now.
I'm not saying it's the easiest thing to do, but it is. It's effective.
Effective at what?
Agreeing to things that are very important.
So keeping them stimulated makes them agree with your policies.
They're so happy about it.
They're so happy about it? How often do your meetings end with a happy ending?
Every week.
That's a lot. Can you describe what exactly happened last cabinet meeting?
They were ready to go at it.
Go at it?
They look over. Oh, sir. Incredibly, everyone just came together. They all came together. Shot all over the place in large numbers.
So that's how you're draining the swamp.
It was just a wave of white. I don't care who comes. It's like a war zone.
Okay.
If you're not in really good shape, you don't make it because you pass out.
Right. Well, your last meeting was 3 hours. That's a long time to stroke your ego. Do you ever take it further than the circle jerk?
Well, they gave us missile displays. They did the whole...
Missile displays and whose whole?
I've been with many of the people that I got released.
Pete Hegseth, am I right?
We met and we liked each other.
Really?
He's fantastic. He's been pushing very hard. He's a very powerful guy.
What about Marco Rubio?
He can't handle it.
Speaking of handling it, how are you able to participate? I mean, you are kind of old.
We have to keep it propped up and do the best you can with it. It's a mess.
Propped up?
I mean, the older you are, the older the grid gets, right?
Sure.
And if you have any questions on that, let me know.
Nope, I don't want to ask any more questions, but you enjoy your next circle jerk.
Yes. So when you're in a circle jerk, the older you get, it has to be propped up. Yes. So, wise words. Yes. Yes. Don't you worry, that's the last. You're not wrong there, Rich. This. Yes, they're shaking it big time. It's a good fluffing. They hold hands, and they hold hands, but not to sing Kumbaya. You're not wrong. And yeah, circle of jerks. But yeah, can you imagine what that meeting will be? Oh, Trump, you are the best. You are fantastic. You are wonderful. Yes. And he'll have had his boner propped up for how long the meeting while they're hearing all everybody basically saying how wonderful you are, Donald. Yes. As Mikey Famine from the Beam podcast, if you've not subscribed to them, please do. They do some fantastic live streams. He always says he always says if there's any MAGA supporters in the audience, are you happy with your product? Are you happy with what you've voted for? Yes. Yes. I have a funny feeling I'm not sure he will serve the full term. Because you can just see the cognitive decline. It's evident now. It is just head all over the place, isn't it? But yes, that was a fantastic and hilariously funny Maggie Reed. She's brilliant. Utterly hilarious. And speaking of how long his time will be on this earth, one thing that people have noticed, that he's been speaking a lot about his immortality, haven't they? I just coughed up a rook, 2 pawns in a night. Think I've got a chest. Oh dear. Oh, sideswiped by by somebody with material, as Nick Abbott would say. Yes, exactly. That is far too much. But yes, as I say, speaking of, he's talking about his time on Earth, and I get the feeling that he may know more than what he's basically letting on. It's like, I watched a couple of very interesting videos on, I watched one and basically highlighting all the time. See, he would talk about his immortality, and these were and it was quite interesting, to say the least.
Yesterday, Trump was in the Oval Office to announce the construction of a big road in Alaska. Congrats, Alaska. You finally got a road. And if we know one thing about Trump, it's that he likes to keep his press conferences focused and on topic. So let's hear what he has to say about this cool road.
I want to be good because you want to prove to God that you're good, so you go to that next step, right? So that's very important to me.
Trump, are you sick? I mean, aside from all the visible signs that your body is falling apart, are you sick or something? Like, we should take a second here, because this is the first time I've seen Trump be humble about anything. Like, normally he'd be like, heaven's begging me to come. I'm only staying alive to play hard to get. Jesus came up to me with tears in his eyes, and he said, please, sir, come fix heaven. It's a total dump. It's like he just realized he only has immunity here on Earth. And this isn't a one-off. Trump's been talking about this heaven thing a lot lately.
If you're not a believer and you believe you go nowhere, what's the reason to be good, really? There has to be some kind of a report card up there someplace, you know, like, let's go to heaven, let's get into heaven. I want to try and get to heaven if possible. I'm hearing I'm not doing well. I'm really at the bottom of the totem pole.
Oh man, this is such a bleak and completely accurate view of his chances in heaven. I will say, though, you never want to see the guy who's supposed to keep you healthy and safe talk about dying. Like, he's supposed to be leading you. You never want to hear a pilot over the system be like, oh, I just can't wait to get into heaven. Like, can we get to Pittsburgh first? And look, I don't know, man. Heaven is tough to get into. Like, I don't want to throw cold water on your hopes and dreams, but you might want to think about trying to get into, like, a safety heaven. Like, whatever SUNY Albany of heaven is up there, you know what I mean? Like, apply there, you know? Because the truth is, there's probably a good reason for Trump to worry about getting into heaven, you know? Is it? Yep. That too. I mean, that wasn't even the first thing I thought of. Crazy how many things there are.
Yes, and let's just say that. Let's just say they got a bit of a, you could say, a exclusive. What are the chances of our Donald Donald actually getting into heaven? Let's find out. Everybody in the chat, do you think he would get into heaven?
Troy, just be clear, you are not dead.
Only on the inside, Josh. No, I'm just reporting from heaven, and the flight was so smooth, and the cute flight attendant gave me 2 cookies.
Great. So, based on your reporting, what are Trump's chances of getting into heaven?
Oh, no chance at all.
Shocker.
Josh, the guy eats shrimp. He's going to hell for sure.
What? Like, did you say shrimp, like the seafood?
Yeah, like the seafood, Josh. Okay, that's God's big thing, okay? It goes murder, adultery, stealing, and then shrimp.
Murder is the least bad.
Okay, look, I'm not gonna question the culture. I'm a guest here.
I'm kind of surprised by this. If this was such an important thing to God, he would have been more explicit about it.
It is written in the Bible, okay? Written words are important, Josh. Do you see a no parking sign and think, I wonder what that means?
This feels crazy. So you can be a cheating murderer and not go to hell. Like, what about Jeffrey Epstein? Is he in heaven?
No. Of course, Jeffrey Epstein isn't in heaven. He ran a private sex island. You know how much shrimp he ate there?
That can't be the only reason.
But it is. He would be right here now if he hadn't chased every gangbang with a pound of bang shrimp.
Okay, hold on. Help me understand the rules. What if you're a chef who cooked shrimp but never ate it?
Yeah, that's a toughie. I guess it's kind of like if a drug dealer sold fentanyl-laced pills to a teenager. Like, would they both go to hell? No, because shrimp wasn't involved. See, it's not that hard to understand. It's one rule, dude, okay? Just don't eat any shrimp on Earth, and especially none of the shrimp up here in heaven.
Why would there be shrimp in heaven?
Well, they didn't do anything wrong.
Troy, this is crazy. Who even gets in then?
Well, it's mostly people with shrimp allergies. Honestly, heaven is really boring. Gandhi only has like 2 stories and one of them's good. So, it's all gluten-free too, so.
Troy, you're eating shrimp right now.
Uh-oh.
No. Oh, dear. Say hello to Mr. Epstein.
You know what? Worth it. Grandma!
Yes, Grandma. Yes, so there's only 2 chances for him to get into heaven, and that'll be slim to none. And even slim is no chance. Life of spaghetti goes. Very true. Very true. No worries, cousin. It. Take care, my good. You two have a fantastic weekend. And yeah, don't worry about it. Just to see you here and hope we've given you a good giggle. That's all that matters on this. So don't worry about it. Who said this to Trump at the pearly gates? Your name's not down. You're not coming in. Satan's just bum rust you. Oh dear. TikTok rapture did not happen. Yes, absolutely. No worries, Stephen Bank. I hope you're well, my friend. How are you? Good to see you. And hope you've had a lovely day. So no worries. It's not a problem. Yes. Totally agree, Ellie. No chance. We'll get 7, but Donald J. Trump, well, I don't think so. No, I don't think so either, my dear, my good friend. Yes. the Festa guy, the Daily Show. Yeah, it's a Daily Show. I'm not too sure who it is like, but did make me chuckle. Yes. I think I could be quite safe. I've not had shrimp. Not that I know of. I suppose if I get to Pearly Gates, they'll probably know. Oh, good. Hello, my dear friend Global. Not a problem. Adding a voiceover will share the outcome with you. I felt for the lady. Yes, I know what you mean. As I say, I've got another one out tonight. It came out about half an hour ago. So, and it's a belter from Leicestershire County Council. So, and we leave here in about just under half an hour-ish. I'll be there for you, but it's you get 2 for 1. You get a bit steak of Dan Harrison and a hilarious 5-minute rap absolute burn where I think her name is Deborah Taylor. She's leader of the Conservative Party for Leicestershire County. She tears him an absolute new one, and it is hilariously funny. And boy, did he have a melt. Well, he just basically, well, I won't say meltdown, but it was just, he just showed you how incompetent he was. So, but yeah, no worries, Global Citizen. Hope you're well. And have fun with that. Yes. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. Flash. Careful where you're putting it. Yes, totally agree. Hello, my friend. Bottoms up. Sorry, I'm a bit late for another cheeky. Don't worry about it. We all know what life can be like. You know, it's not a problem. Oh, cheers, my friend. These fuckers are something special. Raising our Kent taxes next year. So much for Dolce. Yeah, exactly. It'll be everywhere else. Don't you worry. And that's what happens when. That's what basically happens when you just promise the world and you cannot really deliver. They said they'd hit the ground running, and all I've ever heard is, "Will you give us a chance?" And I think, well, no, this. It's like this stuff that needs to be sorted in 5 months down the line. It's like when I watched that Leicestershire County Council meeting, they were saying, "Look, we're getting close to the date, the expiry date where everything needs to be sorted, so our constituency can have a say." And as all we're hearing is, "Yeah, we'll get to you." They haven't got a clue. Exactly. Gordon's alive. Have you been eating shrimp, Joe? You could be in trouble. As I say, in Blackadder 2, you know, where they had the Bishop of Bath and Wells, you know, bend over, your bottom is mine. Have you been eating shrimp? You could be in trouble. Hello, Mehdi lad. How are you? Hope you're well. This is just a bit of a good giggle and a good laugh, where we just all have a chill out. Leave all the serious stuff for all the far more intelligent live streamers. So, welcome to what I call a bit of a Friday Frolic, where we just look at the political world in a funny way. But good to see you. Yes. Oh dear, you're in trouble then. Judging by that, you could be heading in the same place as Donald Trump then. Oh dear. I won't worry about it. I could possibly be joining you as well. But let's just say, for argument's sake, that when that day arrives, you know, when the orange one kicks the bucket, I think the funeral should be like this. I do. I think this. Just can you imagine if the funeral was like this would be funny. Yes. Oh, this gets even funny. I love that. What's father do to the people who just opened the door? This is hilarious. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Can you imagine? You just walk through the door and you just think, can you imagine? Say that a minute. You'd be waiting for that dodgy copper with the beard walking up. Yeah. You remember that program Beadle's About? Watch out, Beadle's About, and all this practical. Nice quality. But that's it. Their faces. I just thought. No worries, my friend. Yes. Do prawns count? Well, I don't think they made any mention of prawns, so who knows? Yes, deadly serious. Yeah, it could be deadly serious. Now, for all I know, I could have had shrimps in the past, so I could be joining you. So, crazy Canadian. Oh, thank you, my friend. Much appreciated. Another Trump ex-wife being buried on the golf course to save him some tax. Yes. Yes. He's brilliant. Yes. Yes. Don't worry, my love. I did it all for you. And for my bank balance as well. Yes, I always remember Jeremy Badel. What used to make me giggle about that, he always used the same outfit, and they never fell for it, you know, thinking, I know who he is. I know who that guy is. That's that from Game for a Laugh. Yes, Candid Camera, I remember that, yeah. That was pretty good. Come to think of it, Beadle and Trump have something in common. Not seen Beadle about recently. No, exactly. I used to work with a bloke who and it's funny, and because he was having a bit of a dodgy relationship with a guy at the same place I used to work with his sister, and they both this guy and this sister he was having a bit of a dodgy relationship with both looked the same, so I used to just wind him up. I says, have you noticed that lass you're knocking off and brother, you never see him in the same room? Have you ever thought they might be one of the same? Just think if you get between sheets of her and a wig falls off and you see you're actually dating lad at work. He used to look at me funny as if to say, you put me off for now. Oh, sorry. But I just couldn't resist. It was just my juvenile sense of humour there. Yes. Was a prawn fisherman in a past life. I think you'd be quite safe on that department then. Having an ex-wife buried in a golf course is the only way Trump will be able to say, I got oh dear. Or a birdie. I've had crabs, not shrimp. Yes, I've had crabs as well. The eating crabs, that is. Not the dose of the sidewalks. Don't tell me you don't eat stinking eels. On topic, I see Jeremy Beadle trying to run a music festival from way back on Tube. Yes. Hello, Power to the People by Graham Price. Hello, my good man. Love your stuff. Please like and subscribe to his channel. He does some fantastic stuff. Being a bit busy, but thought I'd just pop in and say hello before the end. Oh, it's nobody. It's always good to see you. I hope you're well. And you've been lucky that your stalker has been particularly absent. Not turned up, so you'll be quite safe, I think. Yes, Beadle having the biggest prank ever, dressed up as a running the show. The reveal will come at the end. Yes. Yes. As far as I know, Reagan Elite's on holiday. So he'll be sunning it up, having sun and strawberry daiquiris and he'll have the donkey in one arm and the sombrero hat on the other, having it large, won't he? And he does right. And if you're not subscribed to Reagan Elite's channel, please do. Does some fantastic stuff. Speak of the devil. Hello, my friend. Hope you're very well. You got home today. You have a good holiday. And I've not been anywhere continental or anything for a good few years now. But yes. Oops. Good evening, Ben Riddins. How are you, my friend? Hope you're well. But anyway, yes. Now, we cannot forget about what happened this week. Remember when we spoke about I think you might have heard about this if you'd have watched the Bing Podcast channel yesterday. They did a live stream and they spoke about this. Not sure if anybody has seen the you could say the moment where the what you call him, the Nazi in chief in America. No, I'm not talking about Donald Trump. I'm talking about the other one. Yes, the only other Nazi that is Steve Miller, and where he not only made a Freudian slip, he also did a bit of a space Karen glitch, didn't he? This is hilarious.
Did you see this?
The president has plenary authority. Stephen?
Shit. Did I just say plenary out loud?
Stephen?
Don't move. Don't blink. Maybe no one knows that plenary means complete and absolute power to do whatever the hell we want.
Stephen?
I wish I was taller.
He looks like he is angry about the fact that he's 4'10".
Steven the Keebler Elf. Steven the Keebler Elf.
Hey, Stephen, can you hear me?
Steven the Keebler Elf. No. Fuck, I blinked. You know that move, right? The old fascist Freudian slip and then freeze frame. No one will notice. Thoughts?
Yes, exactly. Yes, he could say he's let the cat out of the bag, didn't he? And reason why I mentioned the Bin podcast was this young lady. I know it's a bit of a good 5 minutes, about 5 minutes, and it's a bit of a serious one. But she brilliantly explains the reason why not just that, but apparently CNN removed it from their broadcast. Wonder why? Deceptive journalism. But this young lady brilliantly explains it. Now, I had already got this ready for my show yesterday anyway, but the guys on the Bin podcast, they already aired it, so I thought, well, I'm just going to show it again because absolutely brilliant. Take it away, young lady.
Oh,
he just came out and said it.
Of the California National Guard. Under Title 10 of the U.S. Code, the president has plenary authority. Stephen?
He knows he
Stephen?
knows what he just said.
Oh, yes, he does.
Hey, Stephen, can you hear me?
Now, the thing is, if that were me, I'd be going, can't hear you. Sorry, I can't hear you. There's something wrong with my thing here. I'm going to have to go, whatever. No, he just stands there like a clown, doesn't he? What an idiot.
Stephen, I apologize. It seems like we're having a technical issue.
Plenary authority. Plenary authority. Remember that. That's what he's claiming. At least now we know that his fear response is freeze. And if you're not sure what plenary means, I gotcha. Complete in every respect. Absolute. Unqualified. No, not that type of unqualified. Though in that case, yes. What little SS Miller is claiming here is that Trump has complete unlimited control over the military to do with it what he pleases. No. And by the way, we need to make sure that this ends up in the hands of all the state's attorneys. They need to know for all their legal battles against the White House that someone from the White House and very high up in the administration is arguing plenary authority. And the funny thing is, he immediately realizes he messed up. This whole technical difficulty thing does not make sense. That's not what happened here. Little SS Miller was talking completely uninterrupted, said a word, and then froze. By the way, if you needed any more confirmation about the brain power behind this hate, if the audio had just cut out, he would have had no idea because he was the one talking. If he started getting a different audio issue, maybe like a weird noise or interference, he would have said that, or at least any normal human being would have said, I'm getting a weird noise. This was little SS Miller realizing immediately that he really, really stuck his foot in it. He said the quiet part out loud. One commenter even suggested that perhaps he had been rehearsing this argument to roll out at a later date. And I think that might not be far off. Maybe it wasn't so much rehearsal, but it's clear that this is language that slipped out because that is how he's viewing it and how he's talking about it. They are
very interesting thought process. Yeah, maybe because like as Governor, what they call him, he says he's basically telling people our Don Mussolini. He thinks he's not leaving, and I don't think he'll be leaving when it comes. If he's still alive at the end of his term, I don't think he's leaving. he will not leave. He will have to be either dragged out there in a box or dragged out kicking and screaming, because he will not go out willingly, will he? His main aim is to stay out of prison as long as he can, and remaining in that building, he will stay out of prison, isn't it? So, and you're not going to spend all that money in a ballroom in just to leave it in a couple of years' time, is it? He has no intentions of leaving, has he?
Are prepared to claim complete, unlimited authority to do whatever he wants with the military. Wake up. By the way, if you wanted any confirmation of why AI overviews or tech companies are not your friends, when I went to pull up US Code Title 10, which by the way, everyone should download before they try anything sneaky, it was clear people had been looking this up because the top suggested search was US Code Title 10 plenary authority. I clicked to see what people were being served up. And sure enough, in the AI overview, it says that while the US Code does not explicitly use the term plenary authority, instead it defines the authority of the president to call members and units of the National Guard into federal service to suppress rebellion, repel invasion, or execute federal laws, which is a form of broad or plenary power over military forces. And I think it's important that we understand what's happening here, because too many people are relying on these AI overviews and ChatGPT, which by the way, you should never go to for factual answers. Plenary does not mean broad. Some people may use it that way, but it means unqualified. Absolute. And by definition, even according to this AI overview, the fact that the powers are defined and limited to specific circumstances makes them not plenary. That qualifies them. Now, can you debate exactly how broad those powers are under those specific circumstances? Sure, and they are. But this is also not the only place in our legal code where these powers are defined or limited. Lastly, by the way, even if we were to just look at this statute, even if he calls the National Guard into federal service to quote unquote quell rebellion, quote, orders for these purposes shall be issued through the governors of these states. And guess what? Governors, while they have to follow federal law, cannot be compelled to follow a presidential order, because we have something called the anti-commandeering doctrine. It's part of that little states' rights thing. Basically, the principle is that the federal government cannot take over or commandeer a state government to use it as part of the federal government. Ojo, or oye, as it were. It's called a doctrine because this is Supreme Court interpretation of our Constitution. The idea that commandeering would violate the structure of federalism, which means, and yes, you already see where this is going, that the Supreme Court could in fact decide to walk that back. However, that still doesn't give the president plenary powers over the military. The good news, if you can call it that, is that number one, this isn't surprising that this is their goal. Number two, if attorneys are made aware of this, at least they can start preparing their arguments against this language that's obviously going to start being rolled out as part of some argument or another very soon. The third bit of good news is I figured out what Stephen Miller sounds like. First, what you gotta understand is that because he's trying to come off as tough and he's a widow baby, he's in a perpetual pout when he talks like this. Number two, you gotta understand that he's a California boy, so you gotta place that pout on one of the characters from SNL's The Californians. I'm totally taller than 4'10". Oh, and the last bit of good news is I'm fairly certain he had to go change his pants after that interview.
Yeah, I bet he had to and all. I won't say Vrillin, absolutely top. Just like I first heard about this, I think when I was looking for material or whatever. This came up on James O'Brien show when he was talking to Simon Marks, and what he said was very interesting. It's like when him and Nick Ferrari deserves that. When he deserves that. When he did that interview with Nick Ferrari, when he says you don't take things he says seriously, but I think take what he says seriously, but don't take everything he says literally, something like that on the. And Simon Max said, no, I don't agree. You do take everything he says literally. And you watch these people who you voted for him, and they're not happy. They're saying, I never voted for this. And you see it all the time. And I think, yes, you did. He told you what he was going to do. So. Oops. Well, I'll look forward to watching it. Make sure you watch it, everyone. I saw a guy catch a conger eel once. It was horrific as he tried to kill it with a hammer, and it took him several attempts. Jesus Christ. But it certainly cheered me up as well, but yeah. But yeah, I know what you mean. He does yes, I know what you mean. Yeah, Nosferatu, Slaphead Miller. Yeah, totally agree. But and because like and that's what he said. And he basically does believe that if he thinks that they're not gonna get control of the House of Representatives or something or whatever, they're gonna lose Republican Senate seats. Is it sometime in next year? I get the feeling, and he does, that he will issue martial law and something like that, and I bet he will do, because people will say, you hear people say, oh, there are laws in place to stop him from doing this. Since when has Donald Trump ever followed the law? He's a law unto himself, isn't he? He's somebody who just does whatever he wants, and he's allowed to get away with it. But no worries, Stephen Bank. Yeah, have a good weekend. Take care, my good man. But yeah, he's so I don't think he will be leaving anytime soon. The only way he'll be going is either out in a box, or he'll have to be dragged kicking and screaming. But hello, Trip. How are you, my good man? I keep stop saying that. Hello, my friend. Hope you're well. But anyway, oops.
Yesterday.
Let's get myself. Right, as we're nearing the end, as we are now nearing the end, let's head off to a bit of hilarious British politics. Now, a certain gentleman from Manchester. He seems to have really upset all the gammons. Yes, a certain gentleman up from Manchester. He decided to pick up his phone, and like the wonderful Reagan elite does, speaks his mind. You know, because as we all know, and as seen as though we've had plenty of fruit salad in the chat. I get the feeling I'm dropping a few frames, so if it hopefully don't go off, we'll just hang fire here for a minute, because but yes, I'm just waiting for, hopefully it just seems to be, it's getting back to normal. I just seem to be dropping frames then for a minute. I don't know what happened there, but you know, we're not a problem. But you know, he got his phone out and he decided to speak his mind, and we're having a bit of a dodgy moment. So if it goes off, if it does go off, I will probably leave it there, if you know what I mean. I'll say we seem to be going all right. but it's just having a bit of a dodgy moment in dropping frames. So, but as I say, he was walking the streets and represented his country, and he was given a look and spoke his mind, and the backlash, because he decided to give those people who seem to think that because you run around Britain shagging your flag, or either shagging your flag or basically running around painting roundabouts in Danish flags, even though trying to make them into British flags. He basically told them that you're not patriotic. I'll say I'm just basically waiting for this to stop. Because I can see it dropping frames and it's going into the red a couple of times, so it's not looking good, is it? Am I glitching or whatever? Am I? Yeah. So I'm just. So I do seem to be glitching a bit. We'll see how this goes. I'll give it another minute. If it does start to improve, then I'll just get through these last couple of bits. If it don't, because I can see it's going into the red and it's dropping frames. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, is it? But we'll try and get through it. See how it goes. Am I glitching out? Yeah. I could tell it's buffering. Yes. Hello, Wales. How are you doing? Hope you're well. I say, patriotic criticise their nation for their actions, and nationalist seeks to return to performing those imperialist actions. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, just try my best. It might have just. I see. It goes into the green and then back into the red. I don't know what's happening here. It might just be starting to get back to... No, it keeps doing it. I'll say I don't know what's happened here, but it's not looking good. Yeah, you can tell it's... it's starting to stutter. Am I starting to sound like Norman Collier? Yeah, that's one for the ages, isn't it? Who've never been represented, nobody from the right can adopt the claim. Yeah. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I know what you mean, my friend. It's not looking good. It's what I might do is I'll give it another minute. Give it another minute, and if it doesn't start, we'll call it quits, and I'll keep the rest for next week. I've only got about a couple, so yeah. Unfortunately, many people in England don't seem to understand like we do in Scotland. And that there's a difference between patriotism and nationalism. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I'm being the best, but when it comes to doing the live streams, it's usually I'm being not been too bad, but I'd say the last couple of minutes it's not been that cracking. Personally, someone who somehow manages to be both a nationalist and patriot and will tell you firmly you're wrong and ill-informed, yes. Yeah, well... maybe that might be an idea. Might just get rid of... What I'll do is I'll get rid of this bit, see if this works. And if it don't, we'll call it quits. See if it knocks. See if that works. Maybe that's what's no, it's right, well, oops. Right, right, let's, oops. All right, I've just realised. All right, look, give me a quick minute. All right. Right, this. It's not really working. I'm still dropping frames. So, right, well, I'll see how it goes. But like, I'll see how it goes with this one, and if it doesn't really, if it's still dropping frames, then we'll call it quits. But yes, that was, I say, we're talking about this guy is just brilliant. It basically sums up the stupidity of the nonsense that you saw, the hilariousness of these people absolutely crying in their whatever it is, because he had dared to say that you're not true patriots because you shag a flag, but he handles it hilarious. Just let me know how it goes.
Well, this is just my response to Gary Neville and his absolute disgraceful comments about fat white blokes. Fat bald white blokes, mainly, I think he said. No need for it. I'm cancelling my licence in free, so get that up your sky. Now, what I've also done here, I've got, look what this is, a notepad. I'm making a list of other TV personalities, who need to warm the Maxim and stop talking about telling us everything.
I seem to have it on my phone, but it just seems to have this circle of doom. It seems to have gone all peak tongue. As it because all I'm getting is all I'm getting on here is just the circle of doom. I'm a oh well then. Oh well, we'll just leave it there. It's like if all else fails, I've got my daughter in the next room. If it says it all goes peak tongue, I'll have to stop saying that. Sound old, but we'll crack on. We'll let this guy carry on.
What to do, and I'll read them out for you. Gary Neville, obviously. I always thought Phil was the thick one. Who else we got? Carol Vorderman, Piers Morgan, David Attenborough. Yes, Lions. We get it, David. Christ me. Jules Holland, you can stick your booger wooger. Matt Baker, he's pushing of the sheepdog agenda. Packing him. What else we got? Davida McCord, Mal Edmonds, Chris Tarrant, who, by the way, who once took the prize money off somebody of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And that man he took the prize money off was Sir Captain Sir Tom. And he took the prize money off him because he had a chest infection. Now you tell me how that's right. What a right, Joe. Take him us all for Mickey. Keep this out and warn this him, you daft cunts.
Yes, you daft cumps. Yes, I find this guy hilariously funny, makes me chuckle. Now, I don't know how much you saw that, but I'll say on here it's just the circle of, but you guys seem, so we'll just crack on, see how we go until the end. I think is Ed Thompson on till about 7:30. We'll get through all this quickly as we can. Because we all know who this young lady is. She has this brilliant, hilarious, unique way of pretending to be an MP, say the most ridiculous, funny things, but in the right satirical way, and you get some right wing malfrothers actually believe that she is an absolute complete numpty of an MP, and they don't even realise that she's been satirical. This is the brilliant. By the way, that other guy was called Gary Poundland. Very funny. And this young lady, we all know this young lady is Rosie Holt, and this is how the MPs defend government plans to restrict repeated protests. She's brilliant. Take it away, love.
On the protests that people have seen week after week, do you want to be candid about this and just say you are giving the police the power to ban those particular protests?
No, this is not a ban. We're not banning protests. We're just banning too much protest, cumulative protest, protesting a lot. I know people feel strongly about Palestine, but I would urge them to feel strongly about it once and then just feel calm. That old lady, Vicar, for example, she's been seen at a pro-Palestine and a Just Stop Oil protest. That's 2 strikes. Third strike should be in prison. I would urge people, if they feel the strong need to protest, to do it once, and then that's it. A bit like, you know, when you have a good cry when your life is going really badly.
What you are doing is giving police the powers to move those people on, to disrupt that pattern of regular protest.
What we're allowing is for the police to take cumulative disruption into account. But look, Laura, I love the right to protest, okay? But I also love my ex-husband, and he's really quite awful, you know.
Is it not a dark step to limit the fundamental right to protest?
Laura, it's a light step. We're not limiting the fundamental right to protest. We're curbing the fundamental right to protest, which is a different word in the dictionary. Look, the right to protest is an ancient freedom in this country, but it's also an ancient freedom that has always had restrictions. In the 1831 Peasants' Revolt, we listened to them, we heard their concerns, but we did have to limit the lives of the revolt leaders.
Yes, without a doubt, yes. She's brilliant, is Rosie Holt. She is just absolutely top class. Now, so Yes. I'll say on mine, it just seems to be glitching. As what we'll do is I'll just get through to the end because I've got a bit of a belter one for you. We'll see how we go. Now somebody mentioned, where's Rachel from accounting? Well, I will show you. Our Rachel from accounting has been on her travels, but she's got a new job. She's moved on from being part-time chancellor to now part-time protector of swans. Take it away, Noreen Skinner.
Finally, I've been really taking note of Nigel Fabricage. Now, I don't actually agree with anything he says, but he's very popular, and I want that too. So that's why, on my break, I've come down here to the local park to look after and protect all of the swans from the immigrants.
It's not a swan.
Well, what are you talking about? Very funny. I mean, what am I, not a human? Why do people keep saying that these are ducks? They're not. That's a swan. This is a duck. Uh-oh. I think it's dead. Duck, duck, goose. Oh, it's alive. Phew. Dead. Where are you from? Take your bread away. I know your game, trying to fatten all the swans up and take them home and eat them for dinner. A swan's for life, not just for the Queen. Goodbye.
Yes, that is the legend. That is our Noreen Skinner. Yes, she's now the swan. She's now the Minister for Protecting Swans. Yes, she. And I would say, would this actually work? But let's crack on. As I say, this guy kind of reminds us why our Donald Trump is closing down the government and declaring war on his own country, because this guy might have the idea of why.
Where it began. It started on an island. I think you know that island's name. There was a list. And then there wasn't a list. Now there's a list, but it's super lame. Touching hand, reaching out. Isn't it weird when the real words work good too?
Is it true? Yes. Is it real? When the real words work too.
Release the Epstein files. We can agree we all don't like them. It's just the pedophiles. If you're not one of them, why does it matter? But wait.
Yes. Exactly. If you're not one of them, why does it matter? Yes. Anyway. We'll bypass that one. Yes, we'll just leave it at this one, because this is top draw. Yes, of course, it's a bit of AI, but this is just hilarious. And we will leave it on this one, and we will call it quits. There there are pros, like it says in here, there are pros and cons to AI. This definitely goes in the pro category. And we will finish off here.
Boss, what is it?
It's for you from all of us on Fantasy Island. You see, we realize that sometimes the ones we love the most are the first ones we take for granted. It's a token of appreciation and respect for you, my friend. Open it.
What do you think it is? Well, it has to be only one thing.
Boss, it's beautiful.
Yes, boss, it's beautiful. Yes. Yes, boss, it is beautiful. And what a crying shame that it all went to shit at the end. I could see it all glitching and all going wrong, but you know. But for the most of a couple of hours, it was spot on, wasn't it? But you know, that's how it goes. So what I will do is I will love you and leave you and just say have a fantastic weekend. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry it went to shit at the end. and I will just say have a fantastic weekend and take care, my friends. And hopefully next week the live stream will end better. So I will leave it here. Take care, my